Alright guys, welcome back. This was after I did my whole Dark Flame Cliff video. We're just gonna get right into it. We are gonna cover pack leader for survival. I said I would do it, so here we are. This is the new pack leader for the 11th point PTR. This is what we're gonna have going into season 2. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you some of the changes that Blizzard posted. Let me see here, right over here. Now this is the development notes from 8 days ago, which is the 23rd, but the reason I'm showing you this is because that's the last time Survivor got any kind of changes. So last week they didn't get anything, and about 4 days ago they didn't get anything either. So this is what we have. This is probably what we're gonna see going into season 2 if there are no more changes. So as you can see, there are some new stuff, and of course Pack Leader did get a whole rework, but we're just gonna get into the general stuff right now first. So the first one, let me see. There is a new talent called Wildfire Arsenal. I'll show you here. Fire Arsenal, if I can type it really well. Alright. Right here. So, what it is quick shot and auto attacks with the 200 weapon, which you're always going to be using anyway. Increases the direct damage of a Wildfire Bomb by 4. It's basically a Wildfire Bomb buff over everything. And then casting Coordinate Assault gives you 3 stacks. So, you pop your big cooldown and you get 12% increase Wildfire Bomb pretty much right off the bat. And you'll see further along the line that Blizzard did buff everything about Wildfire Bomb, except for the charge timer. I think it was it's on a 17-second recharge. I think on retail it's like 12, so they did nerf it a little bit on the recharge time. They did, I think a few development notes ago, I'm not sure where it is now, but they did say that they wanted us to use Raptor Strike more and be less bloaty on the rotation, so this does make sense. So Wildfire Bomb is going to generally just hit harder, but on the increased cooldown. So you don't use it as much, it just hits like a truck. I like it. It's fun. Alright. Okay, Viper's Venom has been updated. Now increases Monkey's Bite and Raptor Strike damage by 15%. So Viper's Venom should be here, right there. Alright, so this is basically what applied Serpent Sting to everything before. Now it's just increases your Raptor Strike and Monkey's Bite. I think this is already on retail, so I don't think anything changed that much. Alright, and the next one's going to be Contagious Reagents. This is a big one. Now spread Serpent Sting to 4 nearby targets instead of 2. Now, what this was is Contagious Reagents. When you use Raptor Strike over here like this, it applies Serpent Sting to that target, and when you reapply it, as in you hit Raptor Strike on the same target, it spreads Serpent Sting to... It used to be 2, now it's 4. So, there's only 4 over here, so... That's actually really, really big. It makes it so this next talent that we're going to cover right here is actually feasible. We didn't actually use this before, but it's actually pretty good now. Well, it's actually down the line, but I'll get to it. Explosive Experts has been updated. Now increases Wildfire Bomb and explosive shot damage by 2.55%. So this is just a little bit of a change. I think on retail it's 4 to 6. So it's a slight nerf a little bit, if I'm correct. Now Bombardier has been updated. Now grants 1 extra charge of Wildfire Bomb. Okay, now this is bugged. As you can see over here, Bombardier is on this very capstone. Now, it says what it does. It grants you a charge of Wildfire Bomb. On retail, it's 2 charges, but they nerfed it to 1. However, on the PTR, I think I mentioned this on my Dark Flame Clef video, when you use it, when you have 2 charges of Wildfire Bomb, it removes 1. So, as of PTR, on this build currently, it is bugged. So, what it's doing, I think, is reducing the, well, not reducing, it's changing your Wildfire Bomb charges to a set 1 instead of increasing it by 1. So definitely Blizzard will have to look into this. I highly doubt this is going to change. I highly doubt this is going to stay the same all the way until live when the season 2 comes out. So that's just something they'll have to fix. Big bug, but it's there. That's why we have PTR. Alright, so they did change the 4-set bonus. Now, they didn't change it recently. They just changed it to what it was before. What it was before was whenever you use Mongoose Bite. I'm sorry, not Mongoose Bite. When you use Kill Command, when the 2Ps expires, so the 2Ps is getting a winning, your spells and abilities have a chance to activate a winning streak. So every time your spells and abilities do damage, you get 3% stacking Wildfire Bomb, stacks up to 18%. And every time you get a stack, you have a 15% chance to not get a stack. And when that happens, the 4-set happens. That's now it's Raptor Strike does increase damage. When it happens, and then reduces the cooldown Wildfire Bomb by 10 seconds. Now, what this used to be is when you have your two-piece, get a winning streak. When your winning streak ended, it used to be your kill command get granted you 3 charges of tip of the spear, and then gives you I think that was it. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. It was horrible. Nobody liked it. Thankfully, Blizzard changed it to what it was right now, and this plays a really, really big factor in the pack leader, especially pack leader, as you'll soon see. But we're just covering the general stuff for the moment. And then Wildfire Bomb. Okay, the next point is Wildfire Bomb increased by 6%, and then they have a developer's note here. Says they wanted to have they wanted to reduce the clutter for Survival's rotation, so we can use Raptor Strike or Mongoose Spike a little bit more. So yeah, that's what it says. They said that they're gonna increase the Wildfire Bomb cooldown and then just increase the Wildfire Bomb damage in general. So like I said, it's gonna hit like a truck. You're just not gonna use it more often. And then improved Wildfire Bomb has been removed. So this was the talent that granted you a 6% Wildfire Bomb charge. I mean, 6% increased Wildfire damage. It was like somewhere around this area. Either way, it's now baseline, so it's not a big deal anymore. Alright, now we got to the juicy part. This is Pack Leader. We're going to cover that after we actually get in Pack Leader. So Pack Leader over here is... Whoa, sorry. Alright, so this is the new Pack Leader. Don't worry about what the old one was. This is what it is now. So in that order, Wyvern, Boar, and Bear. I just got the Bat, Pick, and Bear. Just easier. So while in combat, every 25 seconds. Now it's 30 baseline, but you're gonna learn the whole tree anyway. So this one is the next talent down the row is just gonna reduce it to 25. So it's just 25 anyway. So you're gonna fill this out anyway. So it's now 25. 20 every 25 seconds, as we covered in that in the dungeon run yesterday. In this cycle, Wyvern, Boar, and Bear. So Wyvern, it doesn't do anything as of right now. As of PTR, I'm not even kidding. I actually just figured it out after the dungeon run yesterday, and I was covering the Hunter Discord. I was wondering like, hey, is the Wyvern doing anything crazy for you guys, or is my damage just the same? Well, it's confirmed to be a bug right now, so I'm gonna try to see if I'm still right. Let's see. My standard Raptor Strike. Well, actually, I'm gonna use a Wildfire Bomb, so it hits for 400k. And then Wyvern's out. Let's see if it does the same amount of damage. Okay. It looks to be about the same. I don't know. Yep, it's about the same. It looks like. So the damage looks to be about the same. Or I could be seeing this. I don't know. But the Hunter Discord did actually confirm that some of the Wyvern stuff, so the Wyvern's Cry, sometimes it bugs out and it just doesn't give you damage whatsoever. Sometimes it does. So this needs to be fixed, obviously, because for as of right now, it's all over the place. Sometimes it just doesn't buff you at all. But what it does is the Wyvern comes down every 25 seconds. You press Kill command. The Wyvern comes down. It just circles around you and it just gives you a damage buff for the whole duration for 15 seconds. And then down the line over here, Fury of the Wyvern, which is down the road, well, down the tree. I'm sorry. It just increases the duration every time you do Wildfire Bomb while it's up. So, and also increases your damage bonus every time you do it. But it's bugged as of the moment, so it's gonna get fixed. Don't worry about it. We'll just have to see when they fix it. Okay, so for the next one, we have the Boar. So after the Wyvern, you have the Boar. And the Boar will charge through your target 3 times, so it's like a dash. And I think I can show you here if my Wyvern... I don't think it recycles. Let me see, though. I'm sorry about that. Probably should have just kept hitting these dummies. So I'm hoping it's not the Wyvern next. Like I said, I'm still working the Recore. It's not complete yet. It's supposed to show me the next beast, but as of right now, it's not working like I want it to. So, okay, well now it's the bear for some reason. Well, we'll just get to the bear, I guess. Okay, so what the bear does is when you press kill command, the bear comes in and it just shreds everybody with rend flesh, basically, right here. It's just a humongous bleed. That's what the bear does, but we're gonna cover it anyways, so we're just gonna see if we can cycle back to the board because that's actually what I wanted to showcase right now. Just ignore everything that's going on. All right. Well, come on. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. And then the Wyvern, like I say, it just comes out. It does nothing. It just circles around like an idiot. As of right now, I don't think it's doing any kind of damage. Well, right now it says it's doing damage. Well, I mean, it's not doing damage. It's just buffing you. But I'm not sure if it really is the case. I'll have to double check right after the video. Either way, you don't really have to worry about it. It's gonna get fixed anyway. All right, so here's the pig. Here's what the pig does. The pig comes in and it does that. It charges 3 times, and every time it charges, it increases the stack right here. Like you see, 4RS. 4RS means that your next Raptor Strike is gonna hit 4 targets right there, and it gains a stack every time it deals damage. So right there. And that's with the Hawk's Rider buff over here. The Hawk's Rider buff is for the pig. Summoning your beast, summoning your board refreshes the duration of Mongoose Fury, which also gives you Mongoose Fury. So if you remember what Mongoose Fury is a Mongoose Bite component that comes with Mongoose Bite, and it's also for Raptor Strike now with Pack Leader. So when you summon the bear, sorry, the pig. When you summon the pig, it instantly gives you 3 stacks of Mongoose Fury. So, well, no, I'm sorry. It refreshes the duration of Magus. I'm sorry, I'm reading something a bit off. So it refreshes the duration of Magus Fury whenever you have it. So comes in, it charges, and it gives you a a stacking charge basically that stacks up to 4 times each time it deals damage. And at 4 stacks, it hits one additional target with that stack, with your Raptor Strike or your Magus Bite, and also consumes Mongoose Fury on those targets. So if you have like a 4 stack of Mongoose Fury and you have a 4 stack buff of the pick buff, your next Raptor Strike is gonna hit 4 targets for what was it, 60% increased damage, and it's also going to hit. It's also going to spread Serpent Sting to every single one of them. All right, so for the next one, we have the bear, which you just saw. The bear leaps into the fray, dealing the it applies a heavy bleed, a million damage over 10 seconds to 8 nearby enemies. So that's a huge AoE bleed. It's like a humongous merciless blow, basically, is what it is. And let's see here. There's one here that, yeah, here's a choice note that buffs it. Ursan Fury or Envenom Fangs? Ursan Fury means that every time the bear comes in, it deals damage, the bleed, basically. The bleed has a 10% chance to reduce the cooldown of Butchery or Flanking Strike by 2 seconds. Basically, it's a lot of refreshes if you're lucky enough to get that. Or it can also consume Serpent Sting from up to 8 nearby targets and then instantly deal 100% of his damage instantly. So it's gonna eat up all your Serpent Stings on all the targets that have it and deal its total damage pretty much instantly. So it's a huge burst, or you can choose between a huge burst or resets. It's up to you. We don't know what's the best yet. The Hunter Discord's still figuring that out. I'm still kind of communicating with them to see which one's best or which one's more optimal, but that's still a work in progress. Alright, so that's it for Halve the Pack Leader. There are others here, the utility stuff that's down the tree here. Halve the Pack Leader causes your kill command to generate an additional stack of tip of the spear, and is summoning a beast reduces the cooldown of Wildfire Bomb. So every time you um every time you summon a beast, your Wildfire Bomb pretty much gets reset, and you're gonna toss a lot of it. Pack Leader pretty much refunds you so much Wildfire Bomb stacks that you're constantly always wanting to throw something at throw you just constantly want to throw a charge at it. So it's pretty fun. All right, and we already covered this. It just lowers the cooldown to 25 seconds, and your pet's getting 5% extra additional attack power. All right, kill command reduces the cooldown of Howl the Pack Leader. Raptor Strike reduces the cooldown of Howl the Pack Leader by 1 second. Okay, so just Raptor Strike, kill command just reduces the cooldown of it. All right, and we have No Mercy. Damage from a kill shot sends your pets into a rage, causing all active pets within 20 yards to just attack at your target one more time. And then if your target's a non-melee range, they'll jump to them. Nothing special. You just press kill shot, and your pets just do like one extra attack. And that's about it. Alright, shell cover. When dropping below 60% health, summon the aid of a turtle, reducing the damage you take for 10 seconds for 6 seconds. It's on a 1.5 minute cooldown. This seems pretty weak. I think I've been talking to the Hunter Discord and they do agree like this has to be this has to be changed to be something more I don't know, more effective. Right now it's really underwhelming, especially it's on a 1.5 minute timer. I don't know, maybe make it so we have like a reduced cooldown of survival of the fittest, uh, or reduce cooldown on the aspect of the turtle because it makes more sense for shell cover to do something with the aspect of the turtle. So I don't know. Maybe they gotta change this. This is pretty weak. All right, and the last choice note we have is slick shoes. When disengaged, removes a movement impairing effect. Its cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds. Pretty cool, I guess. When you get rooted, you disengage and you just disengage a little bit more often. That's pretty neat. Horsehair tether. When an enemy is stunned by binding shot, it is dragged to binding shot center. This is pretty niche, actually. This is more like the AoE mass grip that the DKs have, or like the sigil that demon hunters have, like the grip sigil. It's like that, but with an extra step. So basically, what you can do with this is well, I'm not gonna do it right now, but what you can do is just put down binding shot, and anybody that's being attacked by anybody that's hit by binding shot, just go up there and bursting shot, and it'll just pull them back here. So it's an extra step, and it's not really a big range for that kind of thing, but hey, it's something to have when you have it. It's pretty cool. Alright, so lead from the front, that has a capstone note. Classing coordinator assault grants half the pack leader, increases the damage dealt by your beast by 25 seconds, and your pet by 0%. That's probably a typo. That's more than likely a typo for 12 seconds. So it's just more damage on top of more damage. So that's pack leader for you. Like I said, I'm still working in the weak aura. I'm just gonna just play around with it a little bit. And yeah, that's basically what it does. Your pets basically kind of have more interaction with the target with Pack Leader now, rather than before it was just horrific how Pack Leader was assigned, where it was just like more pet damage. Now it's more interactive, and it's a lot more fun to actually play around with too. So like I said, I'm just messing around here. All right, so when you cast Coordinated Assault, I want you to keep in mind that it doesn't actually reset the order of the beast that comes in. It just summons the next one with you with whatever it is you have out. So, yep, like I said, there's a bear and then there's a wyvern out at the same time when you cast Coordinated Assault. So, it's pretty cool to have. You cannot have two of the same beasts out at any given time, so keep that in mind. All right, well that about covers it for the pack leader aspect of Survival Hunter. I kind of want to get into Sentinel also, but Sentinel kind of I want to play a dungeon with it because there's so little change for Sentinel that it really doesn't warrant an entire new video. However, I think I do miss a few key points for Survival that I did not cover yet. One of them being Butchery and Flanking Strike. As you can see, they are now a choice note with each other. I'm sorry, I forgot to bring this up at the beginning of the video. So I think that's the only one that I skipped out on. I'm sorry. So this is kind of big because usually, well, back in retail, I actually picked both of them at the same time. However, you never really press Flanking Strike in dungeons as part of a rotation. You just press it whenever you have something to press. So now that it's there as a choice note, you don't really have to worry about pressing Flanking Strike when you're Butchery out. You wouldn't even have it. However, Blizzard did change it to they did change it to where Merciless Blows now also affects Flanking Strikes. So whenever you place Flanking Strike, Merciless Blows is also applied to that target. So I guess that makes it easier for us to choose which one's AoE and which one's single target. I guess it's pretty obvious which one you pick. So, alright, well, that should do it for the video. I'm sorry it was a little bit long-winded and, not really, not much going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to work on some of these dungeons that I can find, if I can find any at all. Oh, whoops, the wrong tab over here. Yep, there's some out, so I'll probably try to get around to doing those. Alright, so that's it for Pack Leader. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stick around for some more. I'll cover some more stuff with Sentinel coming into future content, and then I'll try to see if I can do Marksman also. I haven't touched Marksman yet. I know there's a whole rework, so that's gonna be another long video. So, yep. Until then, have a good night, and I'll see you guys later.